wine it and we link up. Select it and it and beside it and we mix up. Hey, katine katokubwe, always a kato. Hey. Gavam chikiri, obi de kere bi wale vie mi bi de to la wansi, seko yo zambe bere. Gwe, seko yera be gamba. Ona zeche bore. Gwe, boy sem chetori. Sure, I say now more kurabi because I want to spend some. Let me see you bend down, bend down, bend down, bend down, bend down, and don't break your. Come in, you come gongo, 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 music, you come in, you me gongo. Let me see you go down, go down, go down, go down, go down, go down to the ground. Come in, you come gongo, 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 music, you come in, you. Hey. Show them what your mama gave you bakakase. Tell the wine to the ringa to tomato pakase. Bano babi to love your nanga tete bakukase. Beautiful girls, muri watu wawase. Sendi kuala le vyange sibya palapase. Kano kafuna kalite kafuna chikoro gezese. Disco bucha watinda different tembese. I don't see. Kape goba goba mese let the man si chechi gude mumsi. Kona dance kira paka wansi. Piano nyano yandiranga yegwe. Vyper yandiranga yegwe. Show. What am I fire this way you fling them. Vyper ranking made them singing like an anthem. If you feel the vibe, raise up your hands them. Big sound the place, shut the whole place down. Hey, everybody come around, come dance with me. But Vyper ranking video upon BTM. So we tell you say so we be represented. Vyper ranking banner level up. Lada mercy.
Yeah, man, I told you that we are speaking about dancehall basically today. True dancer, real authentic dancehall, you know. Man. You understand, you know? We have a couple of artists who call themselves dancehall artists, but in reality, they ain't dancehall artists. But when you talk about dancehall in Uganda, you can't just skip a name like a Vyper ranking, aka the rhythm killer. So there's something I'm asking myself: do you find time and master lyrics of people you have collaborated with? Because
yes. Each and every song that
each and every single collaboration with an artist.
Even in the rehearsals, I'm doing all the songs. Then after, I'm gonna call the artists I worked with.
Okay.
To come and finish.
So speaking about this particular song,
Go Down.
Go Down, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a very big party anthem, actually. So who came up with the idea? How did it come about?
Voltage Music. They came up with the idea. They looked for me, and then we did the song. It was for Voltage Music and Vyper ranking only. And then afterwards, they decided to bring in more artists.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think when we talk about an all-star jam that has really worked out, especially in this generation, Gojeko, the days of Mr. DJ, the days of what, I think this song it has really penetrated through. But I'm so happy every single artist is so supportive on this jam. When you see Vyper, in a performance, he performs it. When you see Voltage Music, maybe Fik for Micah, yes. But for starters, Vyper ranking actually. Let's first talk about the EP. How did it work? Because
it really worked well.
Yes.
I had one of the biggest jams last year. Yeah. That is Take It Slow with Winnie Nwaji. It's off that EP. There is a song called Guocha. It did well. I have a song with John Black called Mkwanogo, and another song called Malala. I believe that's a big milestone. Like when it comes to people who have released EPs and albums for some time back.
Okay. Yeah. So how do you judge that an EP has really worked well? Depending on how you perform these songs and people perceive them, or maybe numbers on the internet?
Numbers and even how people react when the song is played. Yes. Leave alone the numbers, even the money that you get.
Okay.
Yes. Of the streams.
Can we say the Tri-Set EP, it was a success?
True that. True.
Okay.
True.
So it was an EP, so this year can we expect an album? Because
that is next year.
That is next year.
Yes, I'm already working on it.
The resolution of this year, it was a concert. Yeah. Okay. So Vyper ranking, basically talking about now dancehall. How is the state of dancehall so far in the country? Because so
far it's not bad. I've seen a lot of people are reacting. A lot of artists are coming up right now. Last year I dropped the Venom freestyle, and a lot of artists jumped on it. More than 30 artists. That means like we have inspired a lot and we have made a difference in this industry. That means like the future of a dancehall is very bright.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is there a difference between Dancehall and Kidandali, or it's the same thing? Because
kisobola okuba nga kyanjawulo muuko because eno mu Kidandali bateekamuko ku ngeri ya beats eziri afro. Yes, eziri local dala. Then ne bazifusinga neza dancehall.
Okay.
Though like for dancehall beats zo zimanyikiddwa.
Yes.
Though waliwo abayimbi abayimba those beats ne bayimbirako ebintu ebitali dancehall.
Okay.
Yes, nenga bagamba nti ate dancehall.
Yes,
which is all. Tubatwalanga we bali.
Okay. Yes. The last time I had, I'm sorry to say, I know sometimes Sagala Nyoko discussing about personalities, because sometimes I don't want even artists to feel offended. But there's a time here when I asked like a very big respected dancehall artist known as Vampino. Do you believe he's a dancehall artist?
Yeah, of course.
Yes. So he came out and stated that ngabo yogedde waliwo abayimbi abamu bayita ba dancehall artist naye lwakubayita bategeera ebintu bye bakuba. Yeah. So I would love to ask you, is Mudra a dancehall artist?
Yeah, of course. He is.
But according to Vampino, he was like, he doesn't understand Mudra. He feels like it's more of reggaeton, something of a kind.
Yeah, like a show with Chidi.
Yeah.
Like a Chidi wechiti.
Yeah.
Walu wakuba. Walu gira muko watila.
Obana otomutegeera
nsolo kitegera. I can understand this is business.
Yes.
At the end of the day, like ojakola banti. Oyino kubako nebintu ebirala byokola muko. Besides dancehall, ojakola banina yo Afrobeat, that is Sivao. Olabe guocha, that is Afrobeat. Soma is Afro dancehall. Like ekintu ekyenjawulo. Nenga bwekituuka kukuba owulira nga asobola. Yes.
Okay. So Vyper Rocking, now let's talk about your concert. So how did you come up with an idea? Let me just put up a show for myself to celebrate myself, made in Chieka. So how did it come about?
This is not my concert, it's for my fans.
Yes,
it was supposed to be last year, but we decided we were not set. So we decided to push it to this year.
So as an artist, you know, so Linda, no,
It's yeah, man. Like people show you, they will show you that you have grown.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my brother here is having a big show that is coming out on 31st of August, made in Chireka. It's going to be happening at Mawanda Royal Gardens, Chireka. So why did you take it to Chireka? Is it just because you were born that side, so you wanted to first make it happen that side over?
First of all, I want to make a difference. According to the artists that grew up in Chireka, the big artists that come from Chireka, I want to give platform to my brothers who have seen me growing, the ones who were there before me, or watch together. So I want to share with them. Another thing, like njagala kuja with the perception nendo was anti buli muntu ategeka inategeka Kampala. Like right now buli muso teka wona
bagamba bobato kubiye rugogo Africana Freedom City.
Eyo ndowooza era waliwo abayimbi abategeka wano ne bategeka bubaala. Nze nategese kisaawe.
Is it like a bigger venue? Is it like Lugogo?
Yeah, venue esingamu mu bunene mu Chireka. Yeshege no singamu obunene mu Chira. Yes, tosobola gigerageranya na Serena.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So kati kubayimbi abakuwerekeddeko owafunye specifically artists who come from Chireka over?
Yeah, of course. Vyper is from Chireka. Nze namutandika nako. Wyke Benda is from Chireka. Bona baliwo ku press conference. Nakola press conference ngoenzo lunaku lwa concert lwennyini. Yes, and people were like, man, ate concert yawede ne magamba nedda concert eriyonga asatu mulumu.
So, so the first, it looks to be actually the entire August. It looks to be a very busy month for artists actually. So, you as an artist, unaku wagamba kanteke show yange like on 31st, because on 31st so many events are really happening.
Yeah.
But Nulia, there is an event for the legendary artist that is Dr. Jose Chameleon.
I didn't know about that.
You didn't know about that.
No.
Chameleon and I show again a bit of Serena on that very day. On that very day as well, here in Kampala, there's an high school Chiromo, something of a kind.
Hey, now yes. Okay.
Then what you Nyash festival on that? Yeah. Remember, even a day before your day, Mudra the Virus is also having a show on 30th Kuzoe ground. So somewhere, didn't you feel maybe like these events can also have an impact on my concert? Or you are like
for sure. In August, I don't know any other event. I just knew my event only.
In August, you didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your take about artists putting Okwetika capable? What's your take on that? Is it okay?
Like this is it. Like I believe this industry like is too big.
It's too big.
And twinaba fans era nkugamba tetuyimba bye bimu. Okitegeera. Oteka artist omu waneno noteka n'omulala waneno basobola okukola.
Okay.
Yes. Kubanga ekitufu ekiriwo like industry yaffe twagana okukola amateeka, twagana okugitereeza. So kati kyebeka kyebaagala.
Okay.
Kati right now tewali ayinza kukiremesa kubeerawo.
Okay.
Vulugu mungi abakulu baagana okwetereza.
Abakulu nga beetereza banange ne bateeka ku association. Actually ne bakola ne ddoboozi limu lya federation. Tebannaba. Oba maybe it's you artists.
Gwetowulira okwerumaaluma era siri kukyaliyo.
And maybe okwerumaaluma kuliyo just because some artists they don't want to be part of that movement, you know.
They would want to, but I believe like what we've been to Italy right. Yeah.
So Vyper ranking as a dancehall artist, I know you have been in the game for something like 7 to 8 years in the game.
6 years now.
6 years?
Yeah, man.
6 years now in the game. So if we are to change this industry, which narrative can we change so that we can be able to move on the soft line?
There are very many things. First of all, like I think like twinokusoka netwejjamu ego.
Ego.
Zensuubira kyekisinza okulemesa bakulu baffe buli omu alaba wakabi ku munne.
There was a single better mu dancehall. Buli omu yeeyita dancehall king.
No. By the way, for dancehall as a genre, like buli omu olina okulaga nti oli wakabi. Yeah. Era ne wetwesanga nga tukuwa freestyle. Like on that day of my press conference, twalina Bafana. Bafana nga akuba nange nenkuba. Okitegeera waliwo the other day twalina Makdi Abani ne Bafana nga tuli wamu bwe mwesanga mulina okubaolaga nti oli wakabi okitegeera. Then after ekyo emuvaawo eno respect yebeekola ki yebesigadde emabega oba okitegeera. First of all like muba muwa dancer respect ne mileage. Yes.
Okay. Tukategedde. So the other question is, why do you call yourself the rhythm killer?
Hey, rhythm ateka the blood nze tompuliranga rhythm nze tugumbula nze tuga.
Can we check out whether my brother Vyper ranking is a true rhythm killer? I know so many dancehall artists are busy saying because naliko no muyimbi omuna wali gayambuza naye bacho omuyimbi yayita dancehall Maradona ani yalimuwa okitegera nengamba oba oyagala kitegera maybe soko gendeko ulize kuwaka. So ladies and gentlemen, let's first check out whether our brother Vyper ranking is a true definition of a rhythm killer, just like the way he calls himself. So DJ Benki, are you ready? Can we do some rhythm? Can we just kill any rhythm? Any rhythm?
Sure.
Okay.
Very bang. Anyone channel? Zia. This are the one on name ranking. Man hotter than a beasting. All right. You better get a pen, you better get a paper. Sit down in a class, Vyper ranking man the teacher. Then I'm the brought a pen, often no the popular. To no one sick and I can say that I could say, hey, oh, fight me, you bless a told the thing you know. Come in the email, I found them my angle, and you know. No man to me think me love, they get them in, no tell them, say me band, that them on a hypocrite, you know. No lamba thing, no chatty, you know. I mean, I fall back, man, no man, no batty, you know. Because me to lose me straight like an arrow, and you can't ever stop me bomb like a bomb, you know. Pick up the DJ, can him off, blaze it up. What you see? All the girl them go pull up, bump up it. Can't go on like balloon, bump up. Me mash it up, me blaze it up. Let the DJ na fist up, man a rebel. Road boy in Zemba mo get up. The soko some sambo bol na be full of wakanya. Don't you such a san Zemba mo get up. The soko some sambo bol na be full of salawa. Every time you go be you na be sibuka mo get up. But the jaba can be bon na be sibuka mo get up. But tell you baka be fena to sibuka. Hey, watch out, listen up. I'm going then. Tick tock, like a clock. Action time, this and no time for that. Real serious, not take me for your job. Vyper want to remember the pan and red. Come me get a mic, enemy, I'm really supposed to pay me bien. Me a pickle the beat, come me never need a pen. Take them and go dead, so me a quick kill them. Full up on the passal and a fall them a Philippine some. Passing them a cover mutongo. Come back over rhythm over what on them will go. One day what's a casseco, with you, go see what sound rhythm killer can go with it, you know. I run then back over. Sipo punk and young gang back go kabanda one sabula true freestyle and go see your young Vyper ranking on the MIC me sing so me flow like a butterfly sting like oh lord
really killer
this and the one and him ranking You know me hotter than a wasting. Alright, listen up. Let me sing to the girl them. Let me sing, say, skin color, bone over cheddar. You go walk out on my team and not on your bawala. Come close, baby girl, got away your gala. But never la be run the girl with the gala. Over Kubis and the Mika boys, them up and face to pretty only once in the villa. You come on with on your wanna be your umbrella. Come here, gonna be able no matter the weather. These are the one and them ranking. One BTA me I represent. Level up, top level up. With the one great P representing. Because we fresh and clean everywhere we go, they get them up in one.
Yes, sir,
alright. Rhythm killer. Now you way.
Together we sit down so the water.
Champion from me come out and me mother. Me real to the thing, me not fake, me not up, can't stop you. Me a climb up the ladder. I who not like me not revolt you. Why say down them bad Vyper ranking mother. Tell them say super the young them brother. Fuck even a fight them a still get hotter. Angry said get little you better for like Kingston 20. When me say yes trapper, pick me this to make the world get hotter. Fulfill them she will need and proper 6 days of the week. Send the man clubber, super can stands, this a jump like backer. Jump on a rhythm and a jump like chopper. Any artist now know this never land. Man a real tapa. Same say a way them want to rum it up. A Vyper rank on a rhythm and a bum it up. Big bad man make them choke and vomit up. Just stop them plan from before. Sing. Vyper ranking on the freestyler. Because you know so me can give it up. You know so me man on the NIC. Let the boy them speak OPMG. Alright, we are gonna know. Bang, shum, when I'm on your band with a Vyper salam, my man, the Basagua. That's on the can samba cobante seva wiesa. Rock a little when the man number to know your pesa. Never must have passed one number to see my confessor. Put the bang young bones and a folk professor. Never to see one the man never cook down in my case. Every gun put in a engines and number one processor. Anti-bubble, several sakata, so hey, Zia.
Yeah, man, Vyper ranking the real definition of a rhythm killer, just like the way he calls himself a rhythm killer, yeah? So shout out to you in the man of blood in there. Trust me.
Sure that.
Hands up. Hands up.
Sibia kwita boys, bro.
Sibia kwita boys.
Sibia kwita.
Eh.
We no bango sabulirawo.
Okay.
Okubirawo.
Okay. Good enough for brother told us that the future of dancehall is really nice actually. So what do abana bazenga bakuba freestyle? Simai otanyo balaba onga.
Yeah, of course.
What do you want to no mwana wa Huzambe, you know?
Yeah, Mbalaba.
There is this other boy called Nato Bosch.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the big up Shatter Empire. Shatter Empire like alabisiza abana banji nyo. Big up Shatless. Mbalaba nga bayita mugete zenjawulo. Omanyi like kitwala omuntu omutima ogwagaliza. Omutima omulungi to do such a thing.
Yeah.
Big up on yourself.
Okay, so it's the same thing that I was coming to you as a Vyper ranking. So what's your take about maybe like also coming up with maybe an initiative of bringing some other young dancehall artists?
Yes.
For the good of the culture, yeah.
I have done that. I'm doing it already.
Bantu entertainment is that we know abana balaba
and so far like we are looking up to that like tugenda chikwosa aganya tugenda kusainika ko artist abalala though we tried abamu twagezako like okubasikamuko nolabanga omutali nga like nga ina endowooza ndala nnyo neneeyisa omanye empisa kintu kikulu nnyo ate abantu abasinga like nze mbaleeta ku management like nzija I even write songs for people like Abachala. Okay. There is a young kid Gwabaita Oliko Weapon. The venom freestyle na ya jikuba. Waliona abantu abalala kwasagala
because nanga chembade jagala kwa maybe abana banji bajja ne batula mu venom mao nengamba gwe tuwalaba munogamba maybe ono mwana why can't I look out for this young
yes abasinga nabakubira no nemba kolera ne video for free.
Yes.
True.
Okay, I think that is something very nice, okay? Yeah. So Vyper ranking, so what has been your biggest challenge as an artist 6 years down the road? Zibuchibo sinzo sanga in your journey.
Zibade challenges nyingi omuganda wange. Ne challenges singa ndoza aliba zalawo buli je tugenda that is disrespecting you like buli je twagenda nganga bagamba biki ne mwana like kitwala omuntu omutima ogwakabi omutima ogw'amaanyi omuvumu okusigala ngo kigere to kijjeko ku muliro no gamba mwana kanumbe kyo nekijja. Right now Zibampita Vyper ranking rhythm killer. When you talk about dancehall here you're talking about Vyper ranking. Gwe nawe nali yo mwana tewabanga yo naye nakugamba mbutojja sobola mbu ate chichi gwe lumba bulumbe sigala ng'olumba akaseera kagenda tuuka bagambe nga bwe bagera ku bantu bebeetaga mu kaseera ako nga yegwe nambe straight up.
Okay. So how do you keep yourself motivated so that because there's that time whereby you feel like you're doing things but maybe they're not coming out in your own way like the way you love it to be?
Me, I always turn negative energy into positive energy. Nze abachali aba criticizing amatola nga ba motivator. Era bintu bingi nyonyo bisede bisinga abachali bangi nnyo.
Kyagamba Vyper ole abantu bibakwogeddeko ngolabya ddala si bituufu kuggwe.
Nyonyo people always criticize. Never gamba chala ina chabulamu. Aina chakola kikati gwe ngojango kiteekamu. Kale kiri woze energy mukyukola ki mukyusa ne mala ne mufula positive. Like nchitwala nti kye kino kumpa amanyi nkulaga nti gwatenze ndi kinze ndi top. Obo kitegeera. Yeah man.
So I'd love to get your perception to, since you're a dancehall artist, okay? So there is a new trend of dancehall that is trap dancehall, you know, and you Vyper basically or Charlie roots ziri about questions something about
for sure I'm not into that.
What's your take about that genre?
Sinamutegeera like oyo dancehall ojja kulaba ngera still nabo benyini bali eri balumangana bagamba man abayina kuzino bakwa music mulala nnyo oba kitegeera
singa si dancehall.
Yes kati ojja laba nze Venom freestyle we nagikola karate yakuba nnyo ate eri
mbajamai.
Yes because bajimanyi era like ne contacts twazifuna nyingi nnyo nga bakuba esimu batukoona ko nga bagamba mwana story ki performing sente meka bichi ebintu ebite byenjawulo then kyabale kyano okugenda ne bakebera ku music wange omulala oba kitegeera koza tebakyafuna music oli gwe bakola ki gwe baagala kati nze bwe nkola yo oluyimba bwekyo ne balulaba beewuunya babagala omanyo anyono era Venom freestyle nagikola mu ne dub plate y'abasajja ba DJs bali France. Okay. Yes, baweza akasente ne bangama bakulera dub plate.
Okay.
Yes.
Ekino ngo kifunyemu because Vyper we are serious, okay?
Anti gwe kasobero wadda.
But today we be celebrating African music, okay?
Sure.
So what tunolia one more Africa when we talk about African dancehall artists ojja tunolia abasajja nga ba Shatta Wale, Stone Boy, Pato Ranking, you know. Yeah. And also here in Uganda atenze be nkulaba ndabira ddala bali ba Shatta Wale tubasobola.
Eje tugenda bro. Eje tugenda era katonda kali bavamu bannaine tulinyayo okeyo. Bajja kakasante bisajja bisapata je bili. By the way, like I have a lot of music requests never releasing, which I believe like music when I'm releasing anja kuba moistinze. Nsubira waliwe ddala eri we lituukira. Notandika okutta buli kyoyagala. Oba kitegeera. I have a lot of music just now. Then ninamuna abasajja abebwedo abasajja abajamaika mbalina.
Ku EP wedde walina abasajja ba Magnum on the EP.
Nalina ko Magnum, yes.
So
nina bayimbi bangi nnyo just now.
So how did that song work out, especially in his country?
Like
because at the end of the day, we need also to tap on his market.
I believe like they are pushing ayenga ye. Though try to by the way nentegekezo gena to shooting a video. Ne waliwe byatukawo ne bitagenda bulungi. Yeah, man.
So sometimes when an artist does a song with an international market, with an international artist, sometimes maybe by na perception je batulabira ko batuyamba buyambi over maybe. Yeah.
Ne atengolaba by the way yajja mu inbox nanga man like oli wakabi tukoleyo ko tune.
Yajja.
Yes. Nengena nenkola guni nenjimuwereze nkera walu.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we are to push a dance, Ugandan dancer to the next level, what should we do? Chicha tuina kubanga tukola because collaborations already tugezeza ko collaboration na abasajja ndowooza eri tubateeka mu maanyi. Or maybe we start jumping on their rhythms as well.
Yeah, of course. Cause nze eyo rhythm je nakuba bagikola mu 1993.
Okay.
Ninjiza alive era kyoba omanya kati eyagikola agifunako oba kitegeera ali nekya kati bagimanyi Venom freestyle. How
comes in Uganda down. We don't have that system of rhythms, you know? Wachite chikola one in Uganda, maybe producers coming up with
I believe tuchitandise kati bwebange yakola abantu abawera 30 waliwo ne general abashata je yakola 90s rhythm ne bagibukira abana bangi nnyo ne bagikola oba kitegeera. So like I believe kati right now kitandise okukola kyekintu kye twatandika tukola oba kyenatandika nga
neto twetage rhythm Vyper agitulemu, Mark Diabana agitulemu, Vampino bagitulemu, Bafana bagitulemu. At the end of the day
byonna
yes
like bijanga abayimbi nabo nga n'abayimbi nabo bali nga mind yawe erichi nga balina goal abagamba kati kino kye tukola kye twagala naye ojja kutuuka abantu abamu bafunemu n'akatengo bagambe bajja kundabisa oba kitegeera naye abajamaika bote batya babukira rhythm bajja buli omu n'akuba okusinziira ku busobozi bwe oba kitegeera ojala nga rhythm nyingi Binimani nga teyagikubye bulungi ngate waliwo yagikubye omwana omuto bulungi n'ayitawo
yes.
ne mugwa ku ndala Binimani n'abatuulako oba okitegeera like kiyamba ku promoting a talent ojja kulaba era still mweno overa mu freestyle bangi abagikola obulungi
however much those big artists they didn't jump on it
ate nga baali bagiraba nga buli gwentukaka ka boy wakubye
yes
oba okitegeera
kasi kyosobola ogamba abayimbi naddala those big artists how can they really embrace
right now if we want like our industry to grow fena tuteke ego ebbali like twagalize industry naddala abayimbi abo bakulu baffe basoke badire ddala tekatale ku ground ane kyanjagala kuteeka essira like ku bayimbi bato bannange like twewagire nnyo kusobola okuzimba ba artist abalinga bali oba okitegeera
abayimbi abato
twewagire nnyo tuzimbe bakamiliyoni b'enkya tuzimbe babebekulu b'enkya babbobi oba okitegeera kyekyo
so nga tumaliza akayimba akapya
tuni empya bagiyita galiwa
2024 ndowooza yegaddewo n'omwaka yegaddewo omwaka ate kirungi erimu ne concert okitegeera
kati etuni bagiyita galiwa doni yagiproducinga waliko Extra Nation ewa atini Sidini Walla omwana w'ekireka still ekifaananyi yakikutte era Vyper ranking yali ku pen nga bulijjo tuni iyo y'amaanyi nnyo
Ato mu interview niyo na chenfunyema I think Vyper ranking I think artists Ugandan artists especially Ugandan dancehall artists let's embrace the rhythm style so that we can really embrace so many artists
antolaba ndoza ba artists bezala wamuko okitegeera
nekatezala tuna ne Jamaica ba artists bezala wa ne at the end of the day tulina okubeera ne unifying factor
one love eyo netufuna nga tusobola okulinkinga up netukola okitegeera
akasembera ddala tugende mu kidancehall kuyingira meka what should they expect abantu abalala naffe twagala mmanya either ogenda tukuba live oba
tugenda kubeera live live ebya CD byavaawo dda simanyi ani ayinza kukola concert kati nakuba CD ani akola CD soko yogere ani akola CD
I really want to discuss individuals waliwo kampuni enaku zino munda
zisangako presenter atyakono tomanyi bantu bakuba CD
nedda omanyi lwaki ngamba enaku zino abantu bategeka ekivu bedi nkireka ogenda tuukawo ng'ekivulu nga kijjudde abantu bebwayise kawempe nga theme y'ekivulu tevuddeyo bulungi
negenda vaayo blood
theme y'ekivulu
ba uptown downtown kakyogamba waliwo abategekanga
waliwo abategeka ebivulu natugamba ategese
akatale ka mubuulo
nenga live music jogenda okuba
tugenda okuba live abantu abandabyeko nga performing live mumanyi ki kyensobola okukola ate nekya teacher wange yali mulungi nnyo teacher wange mulungi nnyo Cindy big up yourself the king herself
Cindy she's your teacher Cindy the king herself are you the king himself
kyonna kyekiri nagayo mu dance osobola okweyita kyonna kyoyagala nze bampita rhythm killer dancehall papa
dancehall Maradona naye mumanyi
kati era sirinzi nina nerya dancehall pere calme de dancehall pere greatest of all tambali bakapere miya de real sabasigadde bafere nafuka principal nga Bobby Emagere nze dancehall principal nze dancehall maestro buli kimu gwe kyomanyi kikwatekane okuyingira kyebiri aba VIP kyetaano table yakakadde nenga tickets right now zafulumye enjawulo club Nest weziri Club Victoria Chireka weziri ewa Alphonse Chireka weziri abana b'ebbanda BK Properties weziri abana b'entinda Najera Chiwatule weziri echiwatula ku Dine and Wine after Yusuf Supermarket abantu b'emukono seta ziri seta ewa Case Dreadlocks abo basi kigenda ku social media platforms zange tuzifuna abantu bo Kamuli Road ziri ku Spriani shop yes man
omutegesi yani
omutegesi ye Bantu Events Africa atera still eyakwasaganyiza sound stage matala bamuyita binary events straight out abweyogerere
ebintu abikola massive because production
blood
abayimi mukola show na production lusinatajjayo theme
ezabalala nze ni mwimbi mutegeke ngenda kuba na double black sebo Planet artist. Ngenda kuba na double black abakuba lo stand rhyme.
Okay.
Owo kitegeeza ekyo. Bino byaddala byalaki kyale.
Okay.
Ate tebijjazala kabasa kuba tubisobola.
Okay. Akatalekeka as we premiere here so.
Yo bayuti mwena gye muli. It's not all about music. Osobola okubeera wakabi mu kyonna kyonna kyokola wabula inatandika na katono ng'ekiroto kina kuba kinene oba kitegeera. Nobody can tell you no you can't make it. Ze natandika banga mwana patwa omungi oluzungu lungi ate kakati byoyimba biri hard biki tebajja biwulira kati babiwulira.
Yes.
Yama.
Kakola ki?
Kati babiwulira.
Abayimbi balina mwengombo tebabiwulira.
Babiwulira era baba bakuba kabobo gamu kaabwe kabatulamu ng'obalaba baliwo last year baali bangi. Nefe katubaddewo nkugambye si myaka 6 ate twagala emyaka 5 mu maaso.
Tugenda tandika kuva kayimba kasooka mpaka kakapya.
Yes.
Okay.
Okuva kusoma ku kyenge paka kugaliwa right now. Enyimba ziri 30.
Oyogeddeko ku bubblegum music nenzijukira kati wakuba kuva kusoma mpaka kati enyimba zonna ziwulira ziringa empya.
Good music. Bwe bazanya tebimala wa myaka 5 emabega. Gowulira otya? Siva wa myaka 3 buli we bamuzanya bwe bati.
Mu myaka 5 tugenda kukuba sere.
Waliwo akayimba ke bakubawo n'ogamba bannayi kati katuve wano.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's premiere something brand new coming in from Vyper ranking. Naye tugende tumwagire nga 3 mu lumu. Awo ekireka
Mawanda Royal Gardens.
Let's go support our brother. Me myself I'm going to be representing to the fullest. So DJ Ben Killer, let's play